Thank you for listening to this Crew Network production. You can now listen to all the Crew Network podcasts on thecrewnetwork.net.
Fuck that dog up.
Live from the Crew Studios in Highland, California.
Check 1, 2, testing.
It's official.
It's time for the Bucks Effect with your host, Chuck Bucks.
Hey, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? I'm Art LeBeau. I told I was on a conference call today, and I was referencing Juan's joke. I was like, "There's somebody that I do comedy with that references Art LeBeau," because someone mentioned that. You know, it was like, oh yeah, they mentioned another long-term DJ that's been around the block, and I was like, man, like and I was like, what about Art LeBeau, dude? He's like, Art LeBeau, and I was like, and then my boss said, oh yeah, dude, we gotta get Homegirl 69, like to wish Happy Dog 221. And I was like, man, like that reminds me of your joke. It's hilarious.
Hey,
it's the best stuff about him, man.
Not to drop a name, but I did work with Art LeBeau, so y'all can say
Wow.
How'd that happen?
Post-death or pre-death? No.
I think you'd be the one for post-death.
I'd be so lucky.
Yeah, no, that's good old Art, dude. But yeah, we here to my left is DK Murphy.
I'm your Huckleberry.
And he's still alive.
Hey,
He's living past the Deadpool, almost out of the first Deadpool. My Deadpool's in November. There might be one in December. But if you can pass January, you've surpassed all the Deadpools.
That is my one goal, is to pass January.
It'll be funny, though. I guess it wouldn't be funny if you didn't. But at least we in the podcast can get a chuckle out of it.
I got a funny Islam story for you today.
Okay, we'll get to that.
Yeah, later,
introductions.
Later, yeah.
The man sitting across is Mr. Fitness himself, Dre Vaughn.
What up?
He came here like he was ready to run 5 miles. I was like, no, we're a podcast.
It's freaking hot. I like to, when I'm driving around, I like to freaking be
Fucking
cool.
hot.
I'm sitting in the damn heat.
And then we have a special guest today, all the way from
Riverside.
Riverside,
The
California.
951.
The one and only funny, very funny Juan Cias, everybody.
Hey, how's it
there
going?
he is.
Hey.
Woo.
Stoked for this.
So we went to Randy Rhoads' grave the other day.
Wow.
So I heard that he's not actually buried there anymore. Who is it?
That's what I was told.
Really?
I
They
gotta
took his
find that
remains?
Yeah, I just told there's just a monument.
Yeah, the monument's still there for sure. Like, yeah, I whenever I'm in the area, I always got to stop by and pay the respects and see if I can pick up a guitar pick there.
That's a good idea, dude.
Powers just like wanted to get out of the house, but he had nowhere to go and he didn't want to stay at my house.
Okay.
So we just drove around. I got him a beer and I got myself a Gatorade, and we're driving around. And it's like, let's go to the graveyard. Let's go see Randy Rhoads' grave.
Dude, that's
and
a good idea.
he had no idea where Randy Rhoads' grave was. I'm like, dude, it's one right
there.
Yeah, me
Yeah.
neither. I wouldn't either. That's a good idea, actually.
It's
I
like
should
front and
go
center.
there.
As soon as you enter, it's like right there.
Yeah, it's freaking huge. You can't miss it.
Oh yeah.
Wow. Yeah, no, I never visit that graveyard alone. I'm by myself.
How dare you?
Nobody's there. Who else famous is buried there?
I think he's the only. I mean, that's the one I give a shit about, anyways.
Yeah, exactly.
My grandma's buried there. That's about it.
Well, I give a shit about your grandma, so I'll go visit her.
Was your grandma famous? No.
Did he pass away at St. Bernardine's?
I don't know. I just know it was like a plane crash or something,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, so his remains are like gathered it up.
Yeah.
Fucking what remains there were left. Probably parts of the plane are in there.
Was he
Just the
from
wing.
San Bernardino or something?
I think he was from like this area.
I think
I'm
it was
not
from
sure
Highland, if I
exactly
remember
where.
correctly.
Yeah, Highland or Colton or something. Yeah, he was from this
He was
area.
definitely local, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Because I know Fontana has Sammy Hagar, even though he's still alive.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Damn it!
Fucking it couldn't be fucking David Lee Roth. God damn it.
Right?
Dang. Well, that you have that. Now you said you had an interesting Islam story.
Let's hear it.
Yeah. So
Let's hear it. Before we get into
I'm
it.
probably one of the worst members of the Nation of Islam. I'm actually a Muslim.
Okay, I can see it.
Yeah. Oh, thank you.
Oh yeah, beer gives it away.
Yeah.
Yeah, the beard.
So, my roommates and I all had a meeting except for one of the laziest motherfuckers in the house, and we said, "Get that motherfucker out of this house if he's not gonna fucking do shit."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sick and tired of it.
Yeah, like you're his dad, dude.
Yeah, I know.
You don't even hit him with the Assalamu alaikum anymore. Just like
No, it's the Allah Akbar.
Yeah.
Love it.
But Athena, the female member of the house, said, like, you haven't been to worship in a while, have you, Joe? And I was like, no, I haven't. She says, you should probably go soon. So I decided to go after work today.
Right.
Nice.
And I go there, and there's nobody there. All the gates are open, but there's nobody there. So
Wow, on a Friday. Like, that's surprising, actually.
So there are 4 prayers.
Yeah.
There's morning prayer, afternoon prayer, evening prayer, night prayer. And
A lot of prayers.
A lot of prayers.
Yeah.
And then I went. So I went there for evening prayer. Nobody was there. So I waited for about 30 minutes, and then I start like just basically, I got stuff to do because I thought we were gonna start at 6.
Yeah.
But I understand. For a second it was like 8 o'clock. What the fuck's wrong with you? But then I realized, oh, it's hot as shit.
It's so hot. Yeah. And I was gonna do it in the garage, but I was like, no way.
But so I start praying at the front door, and I'm doing my prayers, and Holy Father, Creator of heaven and earth, the stars and the sun, this and that. And then all of a sudden, as I'm done, and I pray for you guys, for my family.
Wow.
Thanks, Steve.
We're special.
I turn around, and there's like 5 of the parishioners just staring at me.
They're just waiting to get in the door. Just like, he's fucking blocking the
What
door.
the hell are you doing? We're trying to get
Him.
What's the white guy doing here?
Name of Allah, get the fuck away from the door.
We will shoot you if you don't move.
Right?
It was fucking great, dude. I was like, okay, I gotta go.
Anyways, y'all did a comedy yesterday. Was it a good turnout? What happened, man? I want to be there.
The
But I
turnout
was at
was
a
usual.
concert.
The turnout was usual. However, here's the thing: Powers killed.
He did, huh?
Nice.
Yes.
Hell yeah. That's
Wow.
Were you there, one?
No, I had to work on some funeral home stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Jeez.
He not only did he kill, the Cosby joke got over.
No.
Yes.
After how many times?
every day.
Yeah. Well, we're all surprised by it.
He did the Cosby joke, and all of a sudden I hear from like 5 people in the back, and I'm
Oh,
like,
yeah. Good for him. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's like a
Yeah.
bold move. When you can make a Cosby joke land, that's always like, oh, that's an accomplishment for sure.
Dude, for sure. Like, he's been doing that every single time, and no one laughs at it. In fact, here's the deal. Like, I told DK, I said, hey, listen, I hope he does the Cosby joke.
Yeah.
No, I said, I hope he doesn't do the Cosby joke anymore. He's like, yeah. I was like, no, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to tell him to do it every single time.
You got to be encouraging.
I was
of
like,
that
you
shit.
got to do it right, because I know it just bombs every single time. and he does it every single time because, like, I don't know, but like I'm laughing at the point that it bombs because no one
it's
laughs.
He's always hoping that it's not gonna bomb. That's why he keeps doing it.
Oh my gosh!
So if I just deliver it a little bit different this time.
Yeah, exactly.
If I
That
say it
little
in a
kid.
different tone, my
Go
setup.
with the Seinfeld or something.
however,
If I do it this way,
while he, he did get over, and I got over okay. I wouldn't say I was great, but I got over.
Must be a good crowd though.
It was nice. It was nice. He annoyed the fuck out of me.
Why?
Because he just landed a Cosby joke. How can you not?
on a high.
actually landed for the first time.
Yeah, he's on the Cosby. He's like,
I am all that is man.
He did not want to go home. He did not want to. He's all,
Oh,
hey.
he had the high.
Oh yeah. He's
yeah,
riding.
I
He's
know.
all, let's go to the W. And I'm like, no, dude, I got to go home.
Dude, I'm gonna tell this joke at the fucking W, dude.
fucking killed just like it did right here, right now.
Yeah, exactly.
I've been lending him my car.
Oh god, yeah.
So I told him, I said, hey, I need it back. So tonight, you're going to give me my car back, and then I'm going to take you home. And he's like, no, let's go to the W. I'm like, no, dude, I'm cooking food for everybody. I want to get ready for tomorrow.
My bike tires are flat.
Yeah.
So, TK, you don't understand, dude. I just killed, and I'm gonna fucking kill again, dude.
He's got to ride that high, man.
Yeah.
Let it roll.
Ride
Yeah.
the wave, dude. Yeah. I'm gonna
So-
ride that wave.
So he killed another hour talking to people like he does.
Nice.
And then finally we get ready to leave, which of course took fucking forever.
Especially with him.
And then he proceeded to just piss me off every turn he made in my car.
Oh my god.
I'd be like, all right, man, watch for that dip right there. Okay, cool, I got the dip. Crunk!
Got the dip. Don't worry, I see it. I gotta come. I'm gonna
Dude, well, that's your car. It has like no suspension.
Yeah.
Because when we rode your car to do comedy the other day, he picked us up in your car. Dude, every dip, it was me, Adrian, who else was in the car? It was Richard, and it would just probably would just been us. But every time he would hit the dip, it would every curve, dude. You have no suspension.
And he was making like these humongous turns.
Oh, that's great.
He even stopped. He'd been eating the pizza at the 3 Iron for like good an hour and a half.
Oh man!
And then as we left, he stopped at that Circle K off of Mount Vernon.
Yeah.
To get gas station food.
Oh no,
yeah, dude, he was riding the high, bro.
He
was. He's like, I earned all
literally
of this.
riding the high. Munchies.
Whatever I do tonight, I'm gonna do it the same way every Wednesday.
And he just kept, instead of just going straight up Waterman towards Highland, towards Valencia, he's making every fucking turn. And I'm like, dude, what's the fastest way between point A and B? A straight line, asshole.
Yeah. Oh, that's hilarious.
And he's just like,
oh, I love it.
And I'm just
coming off that high.
No, it's because you don't know the shortcut. That's why.
exactly.
True. So we also are fresh off the Yolanda roast. It was the funniest thing because the thing is, like, he promoted the fuck out of this thing.
Yeah.
Okay, he put flyers everywhere.
Yeah.
Okay, you might have seen them.
Yeah.
He put on the website, right? Nobody showed up.
Oh man.
And if I didn't show up, because I was about to not show up because I had shit I got to do, like I was doing shit, and but I did show up, and I was like, cool, like I did show up, and it was just me, Travis, Richard, and his brother. That's it.
And then like 3 people. Oh, wait.
Did Yolanda show up?
Oh, and then and Yolanda,
She might have been there in spirit. Yeah.
Joe, and then there's 4 people in the back.
Yeah.
4 dudes.
Oh, wait a minute. I didn't tell you the best part about last night.
Uh-oh.
What?
Mike did stand up. I'm sorry, Mark did stand up.
Did he kill?
Fuck no.
Wait, and Mark, is that really depressed guy that shows up every time? Or?
No. He's a big. He looks like an abominable snowman.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't
It's
know.
his dad, Richard's dad.
Yeah, he's an old man, and he literally, you could not hear a fucking thing he said. Just, what do you have?
Oh fuck! I wish I was there.
Damn, that sounds like it would have killed.
Yeah, it sounds like it kills because like usually that shit kills.
Yeah, it probably killed people to death. From boredom.
Fucking
The best joke that came out of that was that Adrian goes, "Here comes up a man who I'm pretty sure was put up here against his will."
that's hilarious.
But he just did like all these like dad jokes that no one could hear because he was like Eddie. He didn't open his fucking mouth.
There's a man locks in the bar. Fuck.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, he's something else. But yeah, man, I missed it, man. I wish I was there then. Yeah. Well, I went to a concert, seen Disturb and
Oh, nice.
and all that, so it was fun.
Fuck yeah.
But
I thought the guy
yeah,
lost his voice.
no, he almost took his life, but he
Yeah,
Right? Did he come
That
down with the
was-
sickness?
He was down with his sickness, dude.
The story behind that was he went through a lot of, he went through a divorce and a lot of other stuff.
Lucky
and
guy.
at the time he was like ready to join Chester Bennington and Chris Cornell.
Yeah, what's up with alternative rock, dude? Like
Right,
everyone's
dude.
killing themselves.
Right?
Well, Chester Bennington can die and rot in hell for all I give a fuck.
Well, that's what he brought up. He's like, he's out. And then after he sung, like there was like a memory song or whatever. He's like, he just started crying
Oh, wow.
for like fucking 10 minutes.
The dude from Disturbed?
And I was like, David
Wow.
Draymond. I'm like, show's over. Yeah, right. And he's like, sorry. And this is how he sounds too. So he's like, sorry. I lose it every time I sing that. Sing that,
Oh,
mate.
wow.
Is he
Right?
British now?
Oh yeah, I know, right?
Was it like Jonathan Davis crying, like,
Yeah.
like angry crying, or like,
No, well, kind of a little bit. Yeah. He's like,
fuck you?
And then it was like, no, but he wasn't crying in the mic. He was like,
Wow,
and he's like, sorry, I lose my shit every time I sing that.
fuck.
And then he goes, but I do, this happened this past April. I almost took my life and joined Tresta, my brother so-and-so, fucking, I was like, damn, dude, this is like alternative rock that's depressed, dude. I thought you guys were alternative rock, not emo, dude. But everyone from emo is fucking selling records. You
happened
guys
to
are
grunge?
fucking grunge, yeah, dude, grunge. And
Real
fucking
quick
white-
though, when he did that name drop, did people cheer like, "Woo!"
Yeah, well, it was
He's dead!
it was the death of Chester that yesterday. It was
Yep.
the
6
anniversary.
Wow,
So I think he
didn't
brought
know
it up.
That's
so.
right. Yeah, crazy.
I don't care. Linkin Park.
That's some
sucks
dark
dick.
shit. But speaking of dark shit, we have Juan here, okay? And now he does comedy, but he also works at the morgue or the mortuary, and he also picks up dead bodies.
I dabble.
Tell us, dude. Tell us what you do exactly.
I've got 2 questions and a statement.
Yeah.
1, is your place haunted? 2, can we go there? 3, fuck you, let's go tonight.
Yes to all those. Let's fucking do this. Let's get another old fashioned. We'll hell out there.
We'll take a break at 30 minutes. I'll get you. We'll get a refill.
You ever seen that movie Night Watch?
I don't think so.
It's a 90s movie with Ewan McGregor where he's a security guard at a morgue, and his whole thing is that he has to do this like special type of key in every room, including the room where all the bodies are at.
Yeah.
And he's just like losing his shit.
That's fucking. I have to check that out. I like Ewan McGregor. Hell yeah, man.
Yeah.
I've been doing it. I've been doing it for 15. I don't know. Like I always try to do the numbers. I always forget. But I think the last time I did it was like 15 years. Since 2006, 2007, I've been doing this.
So what got you into it? You're just like, I need a job, or it's like, hey, I really like
dead things.
A little bit of both, man. Honestly, at the time I was working at this is a pizza delivery driver. And I was like, this is like, it's like, I enjoyed the job. It was like fucking cool as fuck. But at the same point, it's like, I hate people ask, oh, what do you do for a living? I'm like, oh, I deliver pizzas.
Yeah.
It sucks,
dude. My dad worked, he was a pizza delivery driver too for a little bit. My buddy's pizza, dude. And I used to fucking tease him all the time, even as a kid. I was like, dude, you're working at my buddy's pizza? My dad's a dude.
What a loser.
Bro, what a loser. And here's the deal. He's UCLA's, like, educated. It has a master's degree, UCLA.
That's what you do when you fucking that educated. You realize pizza's the way, man.
Yeah.
Everybody loves pizza.
You mean he owns a pizza? Nope.
But I was doing the pizza delivery work, and then like at the time I was also like kind of selling weed on the side. Nice. And I was delivering weed to a buddy of mine, my buddy's uncle, and I didn't know this. I didn't know since I was a kid, but I didn't realize that he was a mortician. So I go to deliver weed to his house, and he had an empty casket in the living room. I was like, dude, what the fuck? And so I had so many questions, dude, and like I kept asking all these questions, and like I went home and got fucking really high that night, and I was like, dude, like this is gonna be a job that's gonna be around forever. It's something new every day. Like I have a very morbid sensibility. And then I got even higher, and I was like, dude, there was that baby boom all those years ago. Yeah. So there's gonna be a fucking death boom. Like,
for sure.
I gotta get in on this shit.
I don't know if I like where this is going.
For sure.
Hell yeah.
I feel like he's that guy from Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Bring out your dead.
Dude, I want to get that tattooed. If I were to get a tattoo, I want to get that but with like a pandemic mask. You know,
that'd be kind of cool.
Well, okay. So
don't get any ideas, Travis.
Yeah. What's probably the weirdest thing that you've done with the dead, and what's probably the weirdest thing you've seen as far as a dead body?
Weirdest thing I've done. I had when I first started, like this lady who had implants. I was like, I have to feel what's going on with this. It did not feel normal. It felt weird because they were embalmed. But besides that, I would say like sewing the bodies back together, because I also was an apprentice embalmer. Like I'm not an embalmer. Like I was an apprentice for a while, and it was enjoyable. But then the smells got to be not so much the smells of the body; it was the smells of the chemicals. It got to be too much for me.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
But I was sewing his body back together because when he died in a crazy accident, and also he had his stuff donated. You know, that little donor card in your fucking license.
Right.
Peel that thing off. Don't fucking have that thing on there.
Don't fucking do it.
Don't do it. It's terrible, man. I was helping somebody embalm, and like I had to hold this dude's leg up and embalm, and sew his legs back together. I was there for like 2 hours with his leg on my shoulder, just fucking sewing. It was like, what the fuck am I doing? Why am I doing this? And then answer to your other question, like one of the weirdest things I've seen with the bodies, like Chuck was saying, I go and pick up the body sometimes, depending on when they passed away. But I went to this house call. You can tell everybody was there was drunk. You can tell like the dude just passed away. This is what they did. They all drank. And I think they gave the body either alcohol just before he died or after he died. Because, like, I went to go move the body, and, like, I can tell right away this guy was going to purge. And purging is when they kind of throw up. They just kind of expel what's in their stomach. It just kind of comes out.
Oh, shit.
Right.
So I can tell this dude was going to do that. So I was like, hey, do you mind if I just take the sheet he's laying on? That I wouldn't have to roll him, because I didn't want to roll him because I know that's what's going to cause it. And they're like, yeah, that's fine. So I'm getting ready to just take him from the sheet that he's laying on to not cause the purge. And some random fucking nephew comes out. I was like, wait, hold on. Like, he promised me his phone before he died, and I fucking can't find it anywhere. He sometimes kept it underneath himself. Can you check underneath him? I was like, God damn it. So
he promised me his phone before he died. I'll take him.
Priorities, right?
Wow. So I had him roll him, and as soon as I started fucking rolling him, sure enough, he started fucking purging. But he kind of like, I hate saying this, but he kind of stiffened up and he fucking like projectile vomited out all this fucking just this clearly booze consumed, dude. It was fucking gnarly. Down inside, I'm like, oh my God, what the fuck is this? But I had to keep my composure on the exterior, so I'm just like, it's okay, this happens, don't worry. Like, yeah, that was fucking crazy for sure.
Or it's like the scene from like Team America, where like just guys throwing up.
That's basically what it was. It was just fucking
shit.
He kind of stiffened up a little bit, which is like I always hear people say, I got a buddy who says they saw somebody sit up, like, and I'm always like, fuck, that's not true. But this guy kind of sat up a little bit and just fucking projectile vomited, and it was kind of fucking crazy, man.
Oh my gosh!
Has anybody been, considered dead, but then they?
That's the day I quit. No, Dude, I can't do it after that point, man.
Jesus.
Well, did you hear about that? Did you hear about this? There was that.
You know about this?
Did you see this? Did you hear about this? There was that funeral that lady woke up and then. I guess they said she was dead, and then she woke, or it was either a guy or a girl.
Yeah.
I think I remember hearing about that.
Just recently, yeah. And woke up and was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
For the most part, that happens out of the country. So it's like, okay, I can see, because they don't know.
Voodoo, dude.
It's the voodoo shit, dude. Yeah, dude.
Yeah, you drink like a bottle of that with like the snake, the cobra in there, and the fucking tarantula. And like, that'll fucking make you clinically dead, and then you just come back.
You just come back.
It's
just
called
what the
the
fuck's going on?
serpent in the rainbow.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Dude, you drink that stuff. See, he knows.
The serpent in the rainbow. You avoid that
sipping
stuff.
the rainbow. And that's it, dude. You either become, a homosexual, or you wake up and after, you've been clinically dead for 24 hours.
You wake up at your own funeral.
At your own
What the
funeral,
fuck's going on?
exactly. That's wild, dude. I think somebody I know, I want to say maybe Dick Power did too. He started picking up bodies for a little while too.
Oh, yeah, he mentioned that. Yeah.
So he said that was pretty dark.
He's in the fraternity. He's in the fraternity.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if it's real though. He could just make shit up.
He just says shit sometimes.
yeah. Actually, I've never seen him
do
himself
your
look
car.
cool.
It's fine, bro.
I've never seen him do the job. Let's put it that way. He can't produce a pay stub. Let's put it that way.
So it was all talk then.
Right?
Yeah.
He got paid in body parts.
Oh my God.
That's crazy. So, have you had any paranormal experiences with these bodies in the, being at the?
I've always want to be open for
More?
that because I'm always
Sure.
open to the idea of that. I've had random shit happen. Like there's one funeral home in particular in Ontario called Draper Mortuary. That place is right next to an old cemetery, Bellevue Memorial Park. Like they're touching each other, and like that place for sure is fucking haunted, man. Like every time
all the bodies are touching each other. Like,
they're all touching each other, having a good old time. No, the building is connected to the cemetery, but they're not technically with each other, but it's right fucking there, because it's Ontario.
God.
But every time I would go drop off bodies there was always something creepy going on. Like there was one time I went to go drop off a body. It was like maybe 3 a.m. And I'm walking through the funeral home. Like where we put the bodies is one spot, but then like where the restrooms are way across the other side of the funeral home. So I had to use the restroom. So I'm walking down the hallway. Everything's turned off and everything's like as it normally should be. And I go to the bathroom. And when I come back out, walking back to the morgue, fucking suddenly there's chapel music playing, some like classical music playing. I'm like, dude, what the fuck? Like this was not on a minute ago. What the fuck is going on here, man? And that place, if I got a second here, that's one of the only places that was actually like confirmed a necrophiliac had fucking struck there.
Oh my God.
Oh shit.
Holy shit.
During a viewing. After the viewing, the next guy, viewings happen at night. Next morning, the guy comes into work and he finds that the body's out of the casket and he's like, what the fuck happened? They find the dude hiding in there and he fucking like admitted what happened. He fucked the bodies. And dude, this is crazy, man. Like he was about to fucking like they were trying to take him to court and fucking the family because they found out what happened. They were saying, dude, we're suing your fucking funeral home because you let this shit happen.
Right.
The fucking funeral home lawyers were so fucking good that they fucking found a loophole. The loophole was in the embalming authorization that everybody has to sign. What's the definition of embalming? It's penetrating the body with a foreign object to insert, fucking new fluids. They're like, they signed the form.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah, fucking brilliant lawyers,
Mind
man.
blowing.
Wow!
Yeah.
Mind blown.
Mic drop.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, the supposed jury. It's like there's no way he's gonna get out of this one. They probably hired like a cheap lawyer because they're like, dude, it's foolproof, right?
And he walks.
Dude, after that, though, Schwarzenegger got voted as a governor, and one of the first things he did was make it like absolutely illegal to fuck a body. Like that's one of the first things he did. It was like, so he must have known that person.
He knew about that case. You do not fuck bodies.
You don't do that. It's not a tumor.
Now he knew that guy personally. Tommy, why'd you do that?
Tommy,
I
do
said
not.
your butt this time.
Dylan.
Dylan, you son of a
Thank you,
bitch.
Uncle.
That's fucking crazy. So nothing paranormal's happened to you then, huh? Nothing.
Nah, dude. I kind of, like I said, I've always been open-eyed to that, but like, I've had people tell me like, dude, you have like spirits like around.
I think so
I've had
too,
that,
man.
but-
We walked in the garage right now just to show him some shit. Dude, that table moved out of nowhere and just started. And I said, dude, this garage is usually kind of haunted. And I was telling him the videos and shit I caught. And I would always have like a night cam video in there. And I always see some weird shit fucking fall from the fucking ceiling. And I always thought like we summoned portals when we were doing the fucking spirit box. It's a possibility. I don't know.
I walk in there and just like, here's the homie. What's up? And he fucking knocks something over.
Right. So obviously, you clearly see a lot. How many dead bodies do you think you've seen over the years?
I've done the numbers, and like on average, we get normally about per funeral home. I'm working about 300 a year. Been doing it for about 50. I want to say close to 3,000 corpses.
Oh
Yeah,
my God.
a little over 3,000 probably.
Anything fuck you up that you've seen?
Oh yeah,
Where like you lost sleep the next day?
yeah, dude. I saw this guy one time because one of the funeral homes I used to work at when I used to do the cremations, we had to ask for physical descriptions, and like I got in trouble because I would just use the vaguest descriptions. Or no, you got to be more detailed. Ask the families if they had any scars or anything. So I had this family one time ask, I was like, any more distinctive scars that he may have had at all? Oh, he didn't have a penis. I'm just like, I'm like, whoa, okay. So I'm like writing that down, like, okay,
Ready to bob it much?
that happens.
Penis.
And so I had to see it. Like, yeah, the dude legit, his penis like fucking melted off. I don't know what kind of disease he had or what he had. But it was just like a fucking little mushy stump, and it was fucking
See, like a
traumatizing.
Ken doll?
I wish, bro. No, it was like,
Barbie got mad at him.
Jeez, dude.
I'm the Barbie girl in the Barbie world.
Yeah, dude, it's like all plastic.
That was crazy. And then just a bunch of others, just random shit that is just like, what the fuck, man? Yeah, it's crazy.
Damn, well, because like Dick Power mentioned that like he had to pick up kids sometimes, and I kind of fucked with them. But I don't know if he ever, like I said, we don't know if it's real.
There's no paychecks. That's
It was
far as I
all in
know,
his
Hey, stuff.
imagination.
Well, as far as I know, he only did it for one day during COVID.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, that's what I was told.
Oh.
emotionally very devastating picking up the kids. Physically very easy. Very easy.
I mean, they're light as a feather, right?
Very dark, yes. Mostly does say physically, I prefer it. I got them two at this price.
Easy money. Easy money.
I got two feathers now.
I just imagine that, like, Juan walks in, sees a dead child, and he goes, $850. What's $850? About the price of that child's coffin.
Now,
He's got that right. He's got that right.
exactly. So one, when you're looking at now I don't know if you're in charge of sales, like caskets and stuff. I mean, what's the typical funeral cost nowadays?
Typical funeral costs. All right, I'll give you the price breakdown. If you're looking for a direct cremation, which means no body, like no viewing, no nothing, just pick them up, burn them, that's around $2,000 roughly with like a nice urn. Yeah, it's gone up.
Fuck.
If you're looking for a full traditional style service with the cremation, that's around $5,000 roughly. For a full-on traditional burial with the viewing and with everything, our cost is around $5,000 to $6,000. But then with the cemetery cost, whole thing, you're probably looking around ballpark at least $10,000, maybe $12,000. Yeah.
Okay, so
Jeez.
let me
Sorry, DK. We're just have to bury you in the backyard.
So here's my funeral dream. They kidnap my body. They take it onto a boat. They give me the Viking funeral, and you can all kiss my ass.
That's got to be expensive.
How much is that going to cost?
Fucking free. I'll do it for you, brother. We'll get this shit done, dude. Shit like that's happened where people like the body randomly. I forget. It was like a high profile person. Like their body randomly was fucking kidnapped from the funeral home and they couldn't track it down.
Are you talking from the 70s?
I'm not sure. It may have been. I remember hearing the story.
Right.
Well, no. In the 70s there was a C-list folk singer named Graham Parsons. Died of a drug overdose.
Right. He was in Joshua Tree, too.
Yeah.
He's also
That's the one. That's the one.
His best friend kidnapped his body, took him out to Joshua Tree, and cremated him out in the desert.
Yeah. And they like, again, that's one of those things that's like, there should have been a permit, but there's like, All right. Well,
We'll let it slide.
Well, when they did the paperwork, it's like, okay, they can find you or arrest you, ticket you, whatever it is, for stealing the coffin.
Yeah.
But at the time, there was no law for stealing a body.
yeah. If they were legal next of kin, by chance, and they had it right. If like by chance, let's say he had no family or if his family didn't act within 10 days, then fucking it's free game at that point, man.
Couple questions.
Yeah.
So, like, poor people like Richard's mom, when they have no money, what is typically what we do with the poor people?
You have a few different options in that situation. The first is if they pass away and you're able to get a hold of a funeral home that kind of will direct you in the right way, you can donate your body to science. Like, there's a time frame, normally within about 3 to 4 days. If you can get to that science company, get in contact with them 3 to 4 days, they'll take care of the body. They'll fucking do their fucking voodoo shit and fucking chop it all up and do all sorts of terrible things.
Fuck.
And then give you back some cremated remains within a year. No cost. Fucking you
You just get the dust.
You just get like what? Yeah, the dust, the fart dust that's left over, dude.
Right.
You get one finger.
That's a little.
That's one option.
Power's original idea for his mom's funeral was to get a coffee.
Folgers can.
The old Folgers can.
Right, because we can afford,
like Big Lebowski.
like Big
Hell yeah.
Lebowski.
Hell yeah, classic.
Yeah. So that's one option.
The other option is if you have absolutely no money and you pass that window where you can donate your body to science, or if you have hepatitis or some sort of bloodborne disease and they can't accept you, there's always the potter's grave. That's an actual thing. If you fucking just abandon the body and do nothing about it, legally the county has to do something with that body within a fucking certain amount of time. Like, they'll fucking drag their feet. Like, when they had one body, I think, that we picked up because they're like, yeah, no, pick up the body, we'll totally take care of it. And they just ghosted us. We never heard from the family again, so we had this body for like probably over 3 to 4 months. And eventually we had to get in contact with the coroner's office, and they had to fucking just take it over, cremate it through the county, through a contract they have for the county, and it just buried in a potter's grave.
What exactly is a potter's grave? I don't know that one.
That's basically, it's just where just all the fucking unclaimed bodies, they cremate them and just in a big pile, basically. Back in the day, they would just do a big pile of ash or a big pile of whatever, but it was always cremated remains because it's just the cheaper way to do it is to cremate.
Like
Where can I find that at? Like, so where can I find the Potter's grave?
There's different counties have different designated spots. I think San Bernardino County is just outside the San Manuel Casino. There's a field out there, like an empty field that's fenced up. That's, I guess, the Potter's grave out there. Riverside County, it's at a cemetery that I deal with frequently. I'm gonna drop the name. Fucking Evergreen Memorial Park. That's where they have the Potter's grave right now. There, where they have the decency though, they keep the bodies, or they cremate them, put them in their own little urns, little plastic urns, and they put them in a big vault, so they're all kind of still labeled, so that you see exactly who the fuck it is. It's crazy and disrespectful. There's one random homeless guy who fucking goes and visits his girlfriend like every fucking couple days. It's random. It's crazy. It's sad.
Do you have any of those cryo bodies?
The cryo. You mean like
Ones are frozen.
Frozen.
That's something different. That's like a lab.
That's like it's a whole other thing.
That's a whole other thing.
I used to drop off at one place, one of those science bodies, those places that donate the body to science. You drop off in the normal cooler, but then they had different coolers. Like after they chopped them up and shit, I remember going in their deep freezer one time and just seeing a shelf like full of like wrapped up heads. Like,
Wow.
yeah.
Futurama, yo.
Trayvon just got a boner.
Speaking of boners, Trayvon, guess who I hit up?
Anyways, with that, we're going to take a commercial break. More Bucks Effect when we come back.
Does dinner time sound like this?
I'm not eating this crap!
Does Friday night sound like this?
Screw you, Mom. I want to get laid.
Do you long for a different time when we were free to raise our children to actually respect us?
Thank you, sir! Thank you, sir!
Hitting kids works wonders. Hi, I'm Alan McLean, child behavioral psychologist and former U.S. Marine. With my easy system, I'll turn your disruptive, unruly kids around fast. Let's face it, kids are rotten little shits. When I served our country, I learned a lot about changing behavior and winning people over. Offer candy, then a butt of the gun to the face. Buy my book, Hitting Kids Works Wonders, today.
And we're back. Wow, that is a great commercial. I am so proud that we have that sponsor back.
Great.
Yeah, man, that's fantastic. I mean, probably one of the top, maybe my top 3 best commercials ever on this program.
Got my nipples hard.
I want to buy that product.
Right. Yeah, I totally want to buy that product. You got me so excited. I tried to do a wet t-shirt contest and I lost.
Shut up and take my money.
So, we're back with Juan Cias, and he's telling us all about, the death industry and how much it costs to cremate a body and how much a funeral costs. And unless you have a lot of money, man, you're going to get fucked.
Oh, yeah.
Is it legal if I, say for instance, I just want, like, I don't have any money. Just, can you give my body back? And then I just burn it like in a smoker?
Dude, technically, like, legal, if you have a permit, you can do that. But
yeah. So can I technically, like, do that outside? Or different states have different rules?
Good question. I'm not sure because like that. I think that would go outside like the realms of like funeral like laws and more into like general environmental laws. Because if you have it on the permit, then yeah, you can do whatever the fuck you want technically.
Check must be barbecuing down there.
Right there. That's Darth Vader status.
Now a permit, is that like hard to get like a liquor license or is it like easy to obtain?
It's kind of, I mean, that's the thing. That's where they get you because like technically that's again legally in California. You don't have to go through a funeral home to get these things legally done. But most people have to go to the funeral home because to file the death certificate and the permit, you have to get those things done. And if you don't know how to do that, then you're fucked. But I mean, I had this one family who found that out. They were just like, we can just do this shit on our own. I was like, yeah, you're right. Technically, you're right. I was like, so I kind of gave them some pointers and stuff. About like a week later, they called me back. They're all, we can't file this fucking death certificate. Can you help us out? I was like, yeah, well, I'll file the death certificate for you. You take care of the body, do whatever. I'll charge you $250 to do all the paperwork. And yeah, you guys can do whatever the fuck you want.
How difficult is the paperwork?
If you don't know what you're doing, it's fucking very difficult because you have to get a hold of the doctors. Because mainly California, they kind of streamlined the process in starting the California electronic death registration system. It's now done all online, but you have to be a part of a funeral home to get on that system. If you're not in that funeral home, if you're not in a funeral home, you have to do it all by paper. Like how it was back in the day before, I think previous to 2005.
I better get this paperwork before January.
DK is dying soon, so you can get this on the wall.
Said I got you.
Probably
brother.
won't make it to December, but you know.
But yeah, if you have to do it all by, you have to get the causes of death from the doctor, drive those to the health department, have them accept them, then drive back to the doctor, have them sign off on it, then drive it back. Like a lot of driving back and forth, basically, if you're not on the system, which is like just a pain in the ass, and people don't know where to start. So
yeah, that's crazy. So it's like, yeah, you want to fucking buy your own car? Cool, do the paperwork, do all the finance, and get funding.
You technically can do that, yeah, for sure.
You technically can do that, right?
Or you can pay these $10,000 and just fucking have us do it for you.
You give me $8,000 commission, I'll do it. That's crazy. Okay, well, California robs your ass. I bet you in other places, dude, we could just bury bodies in the back.
Okay, how about this? Have you ever, picked up somebody that might be a bit of a celebrity?
Yeah, somewhat like B-list or C-list celebrities. I remember one time I went to this residence call, and like we get to the room, and like the daughter was like, "That's my dad, Captain Zero." And I was like, wow, that's kind of like fucked up. Like, dude, just talking shit on your dad. And it's like, and as we're like moving stuff around, we saw like DVDs and shit that said Captain Zero. And it's like, what the fuck? And it's like, she's like, yeah, he was on this old like public access channel back in the day. It's called Captain Zero. And I looked it up on fucking YouTube, and sure enough, it was this dude. Like, it was very early, like almost like from the fucking 60s or something, like kind of Star Trek-y vibe.
Whoa, easy with him. That's Captain Zero.
Yeah, dude, it was like, wow, dude, you don't need to be a bitch to your dad. Like,
let's not be such a bitch. I mean, he was your dad.
And I was like, oh, Captain Zero, okay. And then I think like a year later, we ended up going and picking up his wife or something too. So it was like, wow, Captain Zero and Mrs.
Zero.
Plus one.
Right, she was plus one.
-1. Have there ever been any weird requests?
I guess like everyone considers the request to be weird, but I've had a lot of people ask for. Of course, fingerprints are normal now. We always get fingerprints. Lockets of hair, I get that a lot. People wanted to do viewings. I had recently a family that wanted to do an ID viewing, even though we absolutely like adamantly were like, dude, you don't want to see your mom like this. It's terrible. She was in a bathtub for like fucking a couple weeks. Like, you don't need to see this shit.
All shriveled up like a prune.
Bye.
I look like a prune. You don't want to see me.
Splishy splash.
Splishy splash death.
Yeah, dude, it was so shit like that for sure. Another common thing is witness cremations. People want to watch their loved one like fucking being burned alive.
Wow.
Like,
oh my God.
Or not alive, but burned dead. That's
burned
extra
alive.
fee.
Woohoo!
Extra fee for that part.
Wow, where's that smell go? Does that like if you're too close to a home that burns people? Where's the? Because when I do a smoker, you could smell whatever's cooking. So when you cook a body, I've smelt a dead body before burning. Sadly, as a kid, and I remember it.
Yeah.
Where does that smell go?
Right into the nostrils. It smells so good. Especially, dude, like, I had somebody delivering a body one time. Because I used to do the cremations. It was all, dude, what's that smell? I was like, Mexican.
It smells like Mexican.
But it's lavender.
When we cremate the bodies, it's at a really high temperature that initially cremates the physical corpse, and there's an afterburner so that all the smoke that comes out that also gets burned to make sure to try to limit the carbon that's going out in the atmosphere. So that's what kind of really controls the smell. And plus, when you see a crematory, they have a huge smokestack. It goes up really fucking high so that all the smell and shit goes over, so you don't really smell too much of anything.
Oh, I gotcha. Yeah, because I would say if you live next to a morgue and then you're getting the smell from the being a next door neighbor, like, what's that smell? It's always smelled like shit at your house. I don't want to go over there.
I don't know what could be worse, that or the freaking where you take like your dead animals.
That place.
Now, from what I hear, if you had 10 bodies and you were to burn 10 bodies that day, Mama always told me. Mama said that usually the fattest one or the most fattest one or the biggest one goes last because there's so much oil from the fat.
You want the biggest and fattest ones to go first.
Oh, okay.
Because their size, that's all fuel. So if you put in a body after at the end of the day, that's already a large person, the place is gonna for sure burn down. Because it's all that extra fuel and shit. I had this one, you always want to do them first thing because your ovens are still cold. So it can take that amount of extra, that spike in heat. I had one case, I cremated you always go the heaviest case first. The second case I did, this is when I kind of first started training. I was like, this guy it can still go in there. It's not super heavy. And I put him in there, and halfway in, you have to open up the chamber to reposition the body to make sure it gets fully cooked all the way and shit. So I went to open the chamber, and as I opened it, I could almost hear the music, Christus. It was fucking terrifying, just like the hell flames, dude. The side of the crematory, there's little ports on the side of the crematories to get ventilation and shit. And it was almost created a heat mirage. This little tiny port that's probably normally the size of my fist was the size of you. It was just fucking huge. It looked like a huge ass hole in the side of the chamber.
Oh my God!
I was so terrified. I was like, oh my God, I'm about to burn the place to the fucking ground.
Jeez.
Thankfully, the guy that trained me was there. I told him what's going on. He went in there. He was like, oh yeah, it's nothing. And he just fucking puts the paddle in there, repositions the body. He was like, yeah, you're good.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
See, me and you, Travis, get cremated. We're starting a grease fire.
Put Adrian in there, it's over.
Put Adrian in there, it's over. Dude, you're gonna burn the whole fucking place down.
I just imagine that there's got to be a day or two where he's taking care of the bodies. All of a sudden, a song comes on the radio, and suddenly it's Footloose inside.
Who's the fattest person you ever cremated? And you just tell me when to stop.
Oh Jesus!
Was he Jabba the Hutt size?
Yeah, Yolanda.
My personal experience, I had someone that was probably I want to say he was easily over 600, probably close to pushing 800 pounds.
Oh shit!
Yokozuna.
The dude was huge, and the family wanted, of course, one situations. It's always in the worst situations, the family want to see the person.
Yeah, we want to see him burn.
They didn't want to see that part.
Are you sure about that? You sure about that?
You sure about that?
We missed him already.
They didn't want to see the burning part, but they just wanted to see him before he left. And we couldn't put him on any of our normal tables because he would have broken everything. So we had to leave him on our embalming table. We cleaned our prep room really nice. We had him come into the prep room and look him on the embalming table. I had to tie his hands and his fucking legs kind of together because otherwise they were just fucking out.
Yeah, like a turkey.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a turkey.
So it was somewhat presentable, man. And
wow.
I had another, not myself, but because when they're really oversized like that, you can't take them to normal crematory. Otherwise, they'll fucking burn down.
Oh, shit.
There's an oversized crematory that we used. There's more now because it's becoming more popular, but
it's a lot of fat people.
But there's one we would always use is called Oddfellows in Los Angeles. This place is known for holding for me having an extra large crematory. And when I went there one time with one of our larger cases, the owner at the time, or the manager, her name was Aida. She was just like, I had one family one time, the guy was over 1,000 pounds, and I was like, oh my God. She's all, we literally could not fit him in our oversized crematory. We had the family sign in blood to legally fucking allow
Cut him
us
in half, yeah.
to just dismember his legs and his fucking arms from his torso, put them in two different chambers and start the button at the same time. Because it's they wouldn't. I was like, that is a fucked up. Whoever had to dismember that body is like, holy fuck, dude. Like, that is rough, man.
On the next, 1,000-pound sisters. Let's do this shit together.
Am I gonna get candy out of this one?
Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
started Googling crematoriums throughout California and be all, hey, look, Cremamania.
I used to sell cars.
The WrestleMania
back
crematoriums.
I used to sell cars back in the days, and there was this 800-pound woman, and she was a lesbian, so she married this chick that was like out of jail and had like tattoos in her face, but they were looking for a car.
Butch.
So I was like, cool. So I couldn't find like a car to put them in because they couldn't afford like an SUV or anything, and she just wouldn't fit because she needed an extra.
You're not going to fit in this Yaris. I'm sorry.
Right, you're not going to fit in this little tiny Yaris, and you don't have that much money. You have bad credit. So I found this Crown Vic, right?
Oh, nice.
And it had the bench seat in the front, and she's like, I think I can get in that, and then so we leaned the shit all the way back, and then dude, I literally like using shoulder power just to cram her fat ass in the fucking car.
Sold.
Lowrider?
I did, and I fucking sold it. Thank you very much.
Not even a lowrider.
Bro, I think one of my biggest achievements in the car business was selling a truck to a paraplegic. like he literally could only move like a finger, and that's to move his wheelchair.
Fuck yeah.
Wow, that's fucking awesome, dude.
You don't need any more. That's all you need. This truck drives itself.
Well, what happened was like he's like, I want to buy a truck, and I was like, yeah, he's typing it right, and I was like, oh fuck. I said, what the hell is this gonna go right? And he's like, and then the person with him is like, hey, he got like a grant to buy a truck, and then the government's gonna make for the pay for the modification.
Wow!
So they're gonna basically he just puts his wheelchair in there,
fucking drive
it
with
lifts
his eyeballs.
up, and he just drives with his eyeballs. Yeah. With that one finger, he's able to drive everything.
That sounds like fucking Ocean Gate kind of situation. Dude.
It's wild, right?
I'm pretty sure it's gonna all go bad.
Fuck is this going on with our tax dollars today?
They gave that guy a license.
Wherever our tax dollar's gone, man.
Tom, one man is left paraplegic today. We don't know what happened.
That was crazy. Yeah, like I told him, like, he's like, well, worst case scenario, he can't lose his legs. He has like one fucking finger
has
left.
none.
Yeah,
Hey, at least you have your health.
dude, I saw a bunch of shit. It was crazy stories, but
That's awesome.
Juan, you do comedy. How long you been doing comedy for?
I just hit my 8-year anniversary. Yeah, so 8 years. 2015 I started.
So what made you get into comedy? Because you were already at this point, you were already doing the the mortuary and working
Probably
with the
about 7
dead.
years. Yeah, it was the death. I was like, I realized, dude, everybody's got these beautiful stories about different things they've done with their life, and like I've just been working on corpses all my life. Like I need to do something else with this, dude. Like this is too sad.
Were you always a fan of comedy?
I was always a fan of comedy. I've always wanted, like before doing the mortuary shit, I want to try it out, but I was like, you need like agents and shit, right?
Right.
And I went to a therapist one day, and like he was just like, yeah, no, if you want to try it, just go fucking. There's open mics.
It's called an open mic, dude.
Yeah, I was like, wait, I never.
Who are
Oh,
some
that's
of your
right.
favorites?
My all-time favorite like is George Carlin, of course. He's
I knew
fucking
you were going
Yes.
to say that.
hands
yeah.
down.
Yes.
He was fucking brilliant for sure.
Yes.
Living now, I would say my all-time favorite that's living is Doug Stanhope. Fucking love Doug Stanhope, man. He's so
Doug
good.
is great, right?
He's fucking brilliant, dude.
Getting Doug with high.
Dude,
That's
I
a different
fucking-
Doug.
Different Doug, but I'll take it. He's also
Yeah, yeah.
equally good. But dude, Doug Stanhope, that there's one bit he talks about, it's fucking like the gay football player or something like that. Dude, that one is just so fucking good. Yeah, dude, brilliant.
Yeah, that's pretty good, dude. So you got into that just to kind of relieve yourself from the darkness.
Yeah, I always wanted to try to make a room full of people laugh, and then also it's kind of it's just
So
a
I got a
therapy
curious
almost.
question, seeing as this is where we met you, was at comedy at the 3 Iron.
Yeah,
What exactly is your thing with Randy Rhoads?
because he's buried here locally, dude. Like that's
So
my
what?
So what? Plus, dude, like fucking Crazy Train, man.
He's
And
not Ozzy Osbourne.
he made Ozzy Osbourne, like the solo Ozzy. It feels like,
Oh,
anyways,
man.
dude. Because fucking Black Sabbath, fucking brilliant. Actually, you know what? You asked me if I met a celebrity. I met the drummer from Black Sabbath.
Oh, nice.
That was fucking really cool, dude. One of his friends passed
Okay.
away, and he fucking came to us and shit. Super fucking nice guy, man. We kind of fucked up at the funeral I was working at the time. We kind of fucked up, but like I came to him and I was like, I fixed everything, and he was super stoked. He
body fell out of the casket.
He wrote me an angry letter, but as I explained everything that went down and how it all went down and how I fixed everything, he was like, you know what? Well, I guess I'm not going to give you this. I was like, fuck, I kind of wanted the letter.
Yeah. Can you just give it to me so I could crack up?
It's got your signature on it.
It's got your signature on it. It's funny.
Brian Ward, I know last name Ward. I can't.
I think it's Brian Ward.
Yeah, Brian Ward, man.
Who's that?
He's the drummer from Sabbath, man.
Okay.
I had him sign
Geezer Butler, and then you got Tony Iommi.
And I went and bought my favorite album from them so I can have him sign it. It was Masters of Reality. I went and bought the fucking album, and he signed it for me. It was like fucking super cool, dude.
Wow, that's cool.
One of my own little celebrity things is one day I was having a conversation with Joey Jordison and the bass player for Static X.
Oh shit!
And I didn't even realize it was them.
You guys had matching beards. You're just like, whatever.
Well, I'm like 20 years old, and we're at a Static X show, and there's just this guy with a big ass fucking beard. And I'm kind of like, yeah, cool. And then there's just this skinny spaghetti string haired motherfucker, and some chick that they're hitting on, and they're kind of talking to me, and then some random nerd just fucking comes up to me. That was so cool. I'm all, yeah.
I almost got pussy.
What was? And they're all like, you were just talking to Joey Jordison and
oh yeah, no, they're my homies.
Oh, those guys? Yeah, whatever.
We went to high school together. Come on.
We're both in the Nation of Islam.
I don't consider him like famous.
He's just my friend.
I taught him how to drum. Damn it!
I just call him Schmitty.
We all call him Schmitty Arbuckle at home. But anyways, yeah, that's cool, man. Like I said, that's how we met Juan. We've been doing comedy for like maybe 3 months now, and
it's been longer than that.
Nah, for me about 3 months. Okay. Well, I don't know. Who knows?
It goes by fast. I think it's been longer than 3 months.
Oh, okay. Man. Yeah. Oh, pat on my back. Huh? Do a little longer.
Your mom is a fucking killer.
Dude, she does do good, but I thought she always would, do good if she could put a bit together. I mean, obviously she would kill.
We were talking about this when we had Nick on about how Powers is like the funniest guy in our group. So we're always like, you got to do stand up. You got to do stand up. And then of course he does stand up, and it's like,
yeah,
wow, you're terrible.
To be honest with you, I always thought we were just there, me and Dick, DK, and I don't know about Travis, but we're always like, dude, Richard's the funniest in the group. We're gonna go there just to support him.
Yeah,
we think we're funny when we do podcasts and shit, but we're not trying to be comedians.
Yeah,
and then we go there and he's saying the same shit every single time. We're like, fuck, dude, this sucks.
Can you change up your bit, please?
Yeah, welcome to comedy, right?
That's what a lot of comedies do. But yeah, dude, honestly, Chuck, dude, your progress. Yeah, did Adrian hit you up about the show? Are you on the show?
Yeah.
Okay, you agreed? All right, hell yeah, for sure.
Cool, man. Yeah, appreciate that, you guys.
Yeah,
I gave Powers a little constructive criticism, which he liked last night. He had this one joke. It's like, I'm doing a period piece film about 2 lesbian vampires. I said,
that
he does that.
Yeah. So I said, dude, switch that around because the punchline is period piece. So I'm doing a movie about lesbian vampires. It's a period piece.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah.
On paper, that works better. Yeah.
On paper, it makes a little more sense.
Yeah.
No, like I said, he's the funniest dude here. He can write funny shit about a movie. He puts his ideas together, but none of that translates to what he's trying to do. So we make it a point to, so the roast happened, right? And we're doing a great roast. And it was fun for the people that showed up. It was actually, if you watch the video, that's the whole video.
I'll have to watch it. Yeah.
That's on YouTube. And but he gets into it because they're laughing. But his roast, his shit lasted 40 fucking minutes.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
And we were restless, right? We were restless, bro. At this point, we're like, fuck. And we weren't, it's his mom's thing, so we didn't want to be rude.
And another thing.
Exactly. So and then he goes, hey, it's time for open mic. People that are funnier than us. One person shows up, which is a fan of the podcast, and he's always there. I forget his name. Great. He's a nice guy. He shows up. And he does pretty good. He does a solid 5 minutes.
Nice.
Richard goes back up, tries to do 15 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
And he's just lingering on. Nobody's hardly there. No one's laughing. I said, So we get aggressive fucking heckling. Bro, get the fuck off the and they get the fuck off the stage. And then I'm all, bro, get off the stage. Let's go crack some beers at my house. We're leaving. And he goes, fuck, all right.
I can't deny that. That sounds like a great time.
Yeah, dude.
Because Jello moves.
Yeah, so Jello moves. We get it. Shut the fuck up.
Now, real quick. Now, Yolanda, is
That's
she?
his mom.
Oh, is she dead or is she?
Yeah, she's dead.
Holy shit, that's fucking really dark.
That's what I'm saying.
Wow.
I think we're the first to ever do that.
God rest her soul.
We're the first to ever do that.
But another thing.
To do a roast, a comedy roast about a
On someone that actually dead person.
dead mom.
Wow.
Have
Might be.
to be the first.
Still,
Fucking
for,
dark.
That's dark and
Brilliant.
for this day, my favorite joke from the roast is Yolanda's in the afterlife right now just thinking, wow, sure is hot here in heaven.
These angels walking around with horns.
Yeah, why does that angel have ram horns?
I like that.
No, I mean, if you ask Chuck, because Chuck actually probably knew her longer than me, not as long as Powers.
Not as long.
Clearly.
But she was not an easy person to like.
How long ago did she pass?
It's like January?
Wow, this is fucking pretty recent. Holy shit.
Yeah, January. No, she didn't survive the new year, did she?
Yeah, she fired.
Oh, maybe January then.
Wow, dude. Whose idea was this?
Richard's idea.
Holy shit.
He kind of like lingered into it though. That he tried to make her like she was already drugged out and shit. He's like, "Mom, can I throw a roast for you when you die?" She's like, "Do whatever the fuck you want, just make it funny." That was her exact words.
Yeah. Wow. Okay, then that definitely that changes
We were
changes the
supposed to
feelings
do it
about
in
it.
June, and then he changed it to July.
Well, no, we were supposed to do it like the following month.
Well, yeah,
we were supposed to do it here, and then like just nothing ever followed through. So it was like we finally did it.
That's cool.
Yeah.
The roast during the hottest time of the year. That's appropriate.
Exactly right. It was so hot in the 3-iron, and nobody showed up. So get this. So no one showed up, right? And I was like, okay, cool. There was just those people with the beers, 4 or 5 people. Slowly, a couple people maybe came fans, or not fans, just fans of the 3-iron. It was just us, right? So we're done. Because my son does a set for the first time.
Yeah,
he stole some jokes from Richard. You know, we're talking shit about my other friend, and he's like basically like Richard's brother's. You know, brushes his teeth with meth was one of the jokes. Anyways, long story short, me, Richard, and then I think I don't know who it is that runs the 3-iron. Not Rick, but
Corey.
Not Corey. There's another beer tender there. Big guy.
Cole.
Cole.
The bald guy?
No, Cole. Cole basically said, hey, I need you guys over here. I was like, what? So I was like, fuck, man. Brandon did something to the fucking restroom or something. And he's going to try to be daddy on us and like, hey, point to something like, you motherfuckers, right?
Oh, that. Yeah,
so he starts handing us like money. And I was like, what the fuck? Really? Cool, right? And then Dick Power looks at me. He's all, Chuck, Brandon became a professional the same time we did. He's never done it before.
Oh, that's beautiful.
So I was like, fuck, dude, yeah. And Brandon's like, hell yeah. And then Brandon goes and like buys merch at this concert he goes to the next day.
Fuck yeah.
It was fucking awesome. And we had the money. We're like, dude, we're buying pizza and beer.
He's buying merch and shit at a concert. He's all getting laid and shit. It's like,
dude, yeah.
Losers.
Seriously. So we were at a concert. We were at a Disturbed concert last night. And we were sitting next to these like cute MILFs, right? And this MILF's like, "Hey, can you take a picture of us?" Right to Brandon, and Brandon's like, "Sure." So Brandon
baby.
takes the picture, and he goes like this, but Brandon takes a picture of himself, and that's his trick.
I saw that.
And I'm like, take a selfie. And then he goes, already did, Dad. Right? And then he takes a picture of them, right? And then they're like, ooh. They're looking at the pictures of themselves, and then they're giggling. And then the next picture is Brandon like this, smiling. And then they look at Brandon, and they're like, you want a picture, cutie? And they jump over. Okay, so they shoo me out of the way.
Oh, wow.
Right? And then
they can
they
smell
shoo me
the
out of my
marriage on
chair.
you.
And Michelle's like grumpy face sitting right next to me. She's like, meh. And then I'm like, she's like, get in the picture, right? I'm like, I can't, I'm married. And to ball and chains over here, the angry one. And Brandon's like, okay. So Brandon takes his fucking selfie with these chicks, dude.
That's on the Tinder profile for sure.
Dude. And then Brandon posts on his Instagram, he's like, totally pulled these MILFs at a Disturbed concert.
It's just a Thursday, whatever.
This is just a Thursday for me.
Good for him. That's awesome.
He's pretending he has one of those no age disorders.
There he is, ladies and gentlemen. The one and only Pimp himself.
Oh, hold on. Get the pimp back in here.
Typical Brandon.
He's the ladies are waiting in the room.
This
I gotta go
is
back.
just a Thursday for me.
I got bitches in the room. I gotta go back. I'm sorry, guys.
But, dude, yeah, that's freaking hilarious.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. Congrats, kid, wherever you are. Keep up the good work.
Yeah, Brandon's pulling these MILFs. Yeah, dude. So one of these MILFs like bent over, and I'm like checking out her ass, and Michelle's looking at me laughing. I'm like, I'm busted. She's like, yeah, you busted, Dad.
Brandon, tell us your personal experience from hitting.
Hold on, before anything else, let me smell your fingers. No,
tell us about the MILFs.
Felt harassed, you know.
Oh, you felt harassed, yeah.
Very harassed,
yeah.
You know. And I don't usually say that, you know. And basically, these girls kept on, you know, touching me, and they're like, "Isn't this badass?" I'm like, yeah.
I didn't
cool.
give you permission for any of this.
Yeah. And then they said, "What's your number? Put your number in here."
I didn't have told.
They're like, "Let me send you the photos. Give me your number." I'm like, "Sure." And then I was like,
yeah,
whatever.
Dang, dude.
They were not MILFs. I'm sorry. They were.
Hey.
Oh, wow.
When I grow up, I want to be just like Brandon, yo.
Not up to snuff.
Wow.
Dude,
And those
kid's my
bitches
hero
are hot,
now.
dude.
Kid's my hero.
This bitch is raw, dude. I don't know what the honor.
Not for him.
He's got tens, dude. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Fuck you.
They were
old
like
MILFs.
6s.
Yeah, those are 6s.
Those were like Highland 8s.
Brandon, I want you to know something. Not all heroes wear capes.
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah, those were 6s at
Congrats,
best.
bro. Congrats. That's beautiful.
That's it. But that's
There
so much.
goes my hero.
Watch him as he goes. Fuck yeah, man.
Dude, I wish I was that pimp when I was a kid, but I wasn't.
Right?
I was like
yeah, hell yeah, dude.
yeah, I never got, you know. How were you always you were a popular kid, Juan?
Somewhat, but not really. Not really. I was always kind of just fucking the nerdy, you know, I was always the dark nerdy kid.
Right,
yeah.
They're kind of like into music and shit.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, you haven't heard of this band? Whatever.
Yeah, fuck that band, dude. Smoke a little weed.
What would you say is like the most inside band that you like? You know, ones that people don't know about.
Brian Jonestown Massacre.
Okay, never mind.
Excuse me.
Right? Oh, you guys don't know Brian Jonestown? Okay.
Have you ever heard of Balzac?
Balzac?
Yeah.
Like in between the legs?
A ball sack? No. Yes, of course he has, dude.
Love them. They're great.
Yeah, he sees them all the time.
See them way too often.
Stinky
One
fucks.
size of beach balls, right?
Yeah.
One of my favorite bands is the Misfits.
Okay, yeah.
And Balzac is the Japanese Misfits.
Wow, is
like,
that...
They take all of their inspiration from the Misfits. They look nothing and sound nothing like the Misfits, but they take all their inspiration from the Misfits.
They wear like kabuki masks and shit?
No, but they got like
Deep,
this
bro.
crazy long ass devil locks, and
Nice.
they wear skeleton costumes and shit.
Right? And just fucking like, it's all glow in the dark because of Japanese and nuclear shit.
Hiroshima.
Oh, Hiroshima.
Oppenheimer reference.
Oh, Paul Haba. That's the thing we're doing now is like every time someone bombs, like Paul Haba. Hiroshima.
Dude, another thing.
We're doing that on Saturday.
Fucking Travis is addicted to doing it. To me and Dick Power.
Fucking Powers was pulling the whole conspiracy shit to me last night on the way home.
Oh,
Just
God.
fucking annoying the crap out of me. He's all, who's Timothy McVeigh? I'm like, that's the guy that bombed Oklahoma City, you know, the FBI building. He's
Yeah.
like, so, where exactly did he bomb? The FBI building. No, what part?
Oh, fucking
what floor? What
How
level?
do you know that?
What
I
department?
Googled it. Well, Google's not reliable.
That's what they
What
have.
is? Sinningmuggin923.org.net.
You just gotta one up them. It's like they bombed the fucking lizard department, the part where the fucking lizards turn into people.
The reptilians, dude. They bombed that part.
I was just kind of like, can you just shut the fuck fuck up and take me home.
We're all shit on Dick
Can you
Powder.
give me back my car?
Anybody that doesn't show up always gets shit on.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Fuck that guy.
I don't show up suddenly, I'm dying.
Exactly. Richard doesn't show up. He's the worst comedian ever.
January's coming up soon.
It is coming up.
I'm gonna die like the fucking weasels in Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Just
Well,
Stop laughing.
well, that's that. Juan, you anything you want to plug?
No, not really. I mean, I'm just fucking, I'm chilling, man. Fucking, I got the Martinez service next Friday.
The Martinez family coming up.
how many nice suits do you have?
How many nice suits? I have about 8 right now. About
nice.
8.
Very
Yeah.
nice.
Any Armani?
I wish. No, they're all fucking Hollywood suit outlet, baby.
There is a show Juan's going to be at. I'm going to be at in August at the 3 Iron Brewery.
Hell yeah.
But you could also do the look up the 3 Iron Brewery on social media. You could probably find it. And you could also check us out. And we do open mic every Thursdays at 6 o'clock at the 3 Iron Brewery in Colton, California.
Hell yeah.
Anything else you want to say to Juan here, guys?
Ladies don't drink free.
All right. And, Travis,
Equal opportunity, goddammit.
I'm an equal opportunity employer.
Look, I already got the roofie. You get the drink.
Hey, don't take drinks from that
Wait,
guy.
did you hear what my dad said at the Yolanda thing?
The funeral?
Yeah.
At the roast.
So my big gimmick with my friends is that I'm the pervert, I'm the pedophile.
I can see that.
I'm the rape. Yeah, exactly.
You earned it.
Yeah,
Yes, you did.
It's all
Commit to the bit.
It
Commit
is
to the
all
bit.
jokes because I would never actually do anything like that. But
So you say.
I go with the joke. Yeah, I go with the joke. But my dad had never heard that shit. So just for about a good
Jesus.
30 to 45 minutes, these guys just kind of like, Joe looks like a pedophile. And
What?
No.
my dad goes, Joe, did you actually have sex with Yolanda? Well,
Yes,
no.
I did.
Yes, and she had my baby
Are you
in her home.
So, are you actually a pedophile? Dad, no, it's just a gimmick. He's all,
It's just a bit.
okay, cool. We're gonna go home now.
It's a joke. It's a prank. It's a prank.
It's a cookbook. It's a cookbook.
All right, gents.
I love that reference.
Juan, thank you for being on the show. Thank you, everybody, for listening. Check us out on thecrewdnetwork.net. All right, thanks again. Bye-bye.